Welcome back to another video. Got a few bits that K&F Concept have sent in. This time I'm going to look at their compact ball head, and this model is the KF-28. Included items with this, you get a threaded adapter and also the Allen key, and I'll just give you a quick look at the body before we cover the specs. It's probably easy to just use their sheet because that seems pretty accurate in terms of the dimensions and the weight. Let's take a closer look at the top part. This is an Arca Swiss style, which means that when you slightly loosen it, it just moves around, it sort of catches on the edges. You have to fully unscrew it to release the plate. The plate size on this ball head is a bit longer, a bit wider than most of them, but it's also a bit thinner. Put the dimensions up there for you, so 65 by about 35 millimeters, and there is your D-ring underneath there. Nice to see that, so you don't have to mess around with coins or anything. Allen key fits the top of the holder so that you can actually take that off if you want to. Side shot here showing you the spring-loaded mechanism when you screw it in and pull it out. And on the plate you can also see you have a marking there that's engraved into the side, so that lines up with the markings on the top of the head, so you can get it aligned centrally if you want to. Bottom part of the head, you've got your panoramic function there, and you can loosen that off and tighten it up. What I will say is that it's either on or off. There's no sort of, though it's dampened, there's no sort of in-between mark with that. There's your standard thread at the bottom 3/8, and you can just put that adapter in, or you might find it easier to screw it on to the tripod that you're attaching it to, or monopod. Now for the knob on the side, or rather let's call it a flat knob, I mean you do need to apply a little bit more pressure, but once it is locked in place, that is pretty secure. There is a reason why they've gone with that over a normal knob, which is, you know, a round one that you get on the standard sort of heads, and the reason is that you get more leverage on this. You can also lift out the knob, and that is spring loaded, so it goes back into place, and there is a reason for that which I'll show you in a second, but it's quite important that you have that function on this particular ball head. I'll just attach it to my Velbond boom arm, and I'm using the adapter for this. What you'll notice is once you're moving the head around, particularly if you're going to the side near where the knob is, that you won't be able to fully turn it, so that's why it's spring loaded, so you can pull it out and adjust it when you need to. It's just one of the compromises that you get because it is a smaller ball head compared to the normal ones. So not really a problem, but it is going to take a little bit longer to adjust if you're at different angles. Quick comparison with a more standard plate that you get on a lot of these tripods and ball heads, and that's a more square shape. Doesn't really make too much difference. You can interchange plates on this. You can use this one and other plates on the ball head. You might find that the size works quite well, particularly if you're using some of those mirrorless or compact system cameras, because they tend to be quite a bit thinner than the SLRs, but I found that it works perfectly fine. Sort of mid-size SLR this will work quite well for. You can twist the plate around if you want, but you're probably better off putting it going across the bottom of the body. As it's quite a compact head, what you want to do is, if you want to use the bubble level, is put the locking knob at the front so that you can get access and see the back of the camera. Just below that is the spirit level. The slight downside to that is that it's a little bit trickier to remove because you have to go underneath the lens and the front of the body. Some people don't mind, it really depends what you want to do. If you're someone that's attaching and taking it off quite a lot, then I just turn it around and have it so that the knob is facing you and you're covering the spirit level. Give you a quick size comparison of some of the other heads, the Zombie heads in the middle and the Velbonds on the left. And here's a top-down view just to show you the difference in terms of the size. The weight difference is actually quite a bit. The K&F comes in around 260 grams, whereas the Zombie head, pretty standard sort of head that you get on tripods, is 411, so there's definitely quite a saving there in terms of weight and size. If I was being a bit picky, I would like to see the rubber covering the whole of the plate. They put their K&F lettering on it, which does look nice. It'd just be better in my opinion to have the rubber over the whole of the plate. Small niggles aside, it's quite a nice little ball head. Haven't seen any issues with stability or in terms of the build quality. Don't forget to stick around, I'll be doing some more photo related gear reviews, and thanks for watching.